So, okay, I want to formally start then. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. All right, let's start. So, I'd like to start out by sharing a one of the what's called the Yoga Sutras. These are little short, pithy sayings, and have us just maybe take the first couple of minutes to think about this one particular one. Pain. It says pain that has not yet happened is avoidable. Pain that has not yet happened is avoidable. And I read that, I thought, this is great. I love it. I love it. It's really true for any physical activity that we embark on. And it's also true for our life in general, right? The Vietnamese Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, he says that we need to become aware of our non-pain. If you don't have a toothache, right, you should enjoy the fact that you don't have a toothache, right? Because otherwise we take for granted what we already have. Pain that has not yet come is avoidable. And this also reminds me of a teaching of the Buddha called the five awarenesses, or the five remembrances. The first one. Well, let me back up for a second and say that this teaching of pain that has not yet come is avoidable hinges on one particular idea. Now, all of us are here, I presume, that to become healthier in our body and mind to some degree, and that's totally fine. But this teaching rests on, or hinges on, the idea that the body is not ours, nor is the mind. That it doesn't belong to us. We don't own it or possess it. So one way to think about this, I find helpful, the teachings of the Buddha, the first one, the first of five remembrances, to become aware that we are the nature to grow old. This body is of the nature to grow old. When I think about this, I feel so free, because in our culture, it's all about being young. And nothing wrong with being young, but to be okay about growing old, because none of us are going to go the opposite direction. Right? So I am of the nature to grow old. There's no way to escape growing old. Freedom, right there. Second one, I am of the nature to have ill health. There's no way to escape ill health. Another point of freedom. You don't have to worry. Third point, I am of the nature to die. There's no way to escape death. Wow, 100% freedom right there. It's okay, right? We are going to die, and that's not something to bemoan. Yet we see how people react, and maybe we will too. Maybe we will react positively, maybe not. We don't know, but yoga is about practicing to die. So we're okay about it. That's one of the reasons why we practice what's called corpse pose, right? Lying flat on the ground. We prepare ourselves. We get ready. It's okay. Fourth one, everybody I love is of the nature to change. There's no way to escape being separated from them. Right? It's another truth. And the last one, the fifth one, my actions are my only true belongings. There's no way to escape the consequences of my actions. All right. So we do things, and then there's a result. We do something, there's a result. And we're just exploring the result in the yoga class. We're exploring this result. As we do something, we see the result. All right. So let's just take a moment to find a good upright posture. pain that has not yet come is avoidable. Or maybe checking in with the flow of your breath. And resting the mind. Allow the mind to rest here in the body. And we'll just sit for maybe another 15 or 20 seconds. All right, let's begin to move the body a little bit. If you want to take hold of your knees and just kind of lean towards one knee, stretching the glutes a little bit, maybe the hips, the legs, and then coming back up. And just going as far towards your knee as your body allows. And just kind of check in, see how that feels. Listen to your body. And then coming back up. And then taking hold of both knees, folding from the hips, coming forward. And a little stretch to the glutes again. And then rising back up. You hold on to the knees, lifting the chin, pressing the sternum forward. And back down. And let's begin to circle the torso, the trunk around the legs. Just getting a sense of the low back here, the hips, the legs. So we'll start out just warming the body up. We'll do sun salutations, what are called sun salutations. We'll do some back strengthening poses, forward folds, twists, and inversion, and then deep relaxation. And depending on how much time we have, we'll either do a little short period of meditation, maybe some breathing exercises, maybe, we'll see. Okay. And then feel free to pause and go the other direction. All right, and then back to center, and holding on to those knees, rounding the back, pressing it backwards, and then coming forward for a seated cat-cow. Just kind of warming the back up. Get a sense of how your back is feeling and the range of motion available to you in your back. And how does this feel in the back? And we can start to incorporate our breathing here, inhaling as we lift up our chin, exhaling as we round the back. It can sometimes be helpful to close your eyes as you're moving, and that just helps to bring your mind back into your body. If you find your eyes or what comes into your eyes, your field of vision, to be a distraction. You can close your eyes if you like to see how that feels. It may help you to get more connected with your back. Okay, let's transition onto our hands and knees at this point. And just continue with this motion of rocking the tailbone up and down, called cat-cow. And if you want, here, you could add in a circular motion to your tailbone. So bringing your tailbone to one side, down in one corner, up, around to the other side, and back down, making a circular motion with your tailbone, kind of opening up the low back, a little bit more of the hips. Okay, and when you're ready to pause, go ahead, pause, and go the other direction. All right, and then back to center. And sitting back on the heels, you could have your toes curled under your feet or not. And I'm going to create a little space between my knees to sit down, to sit back. How much space you make between your knees is up to you. And then just sliding my hands up as high up as they'll go. Lower the head down as low as it'll go. Just stretching out the shoulders a little bit, the back a little bit. I'm just taking a few full breaths here. All right, and then coming back up when you're ready, and we'll just transition from here to downward dog. Right, and downward dog, we just lift the knees off the ground. And one option here is to pedal your feet. Bend one knee, straighten the other, and then reverse. Another option is to not pedal your feet, just to keep your knees straight. That's up to you. You could also, a third option, to bend the knees. That can help get the tailbone up a little bit higher. Maybe the back gets a little bit straighter. Right? So there's a few options here. Just explore how it feels. Remember, action, reaction. So we do something and we notice a feeling. And then we can make decisions based on what we're feeling. Right? Does this feel right in the body? Does it not feel right? All right, and let's step the left foot forward when you're ready. A little hip opener here. You can rock a little bit. You can lower the knee if you need to. I'm stepping the left foot forward, lowering the right knee if you want, and just rocking forward and backward. You could also keep the knee raised. So either way. And I'm lifting my front toes off the ground as I rock backwards, placing them down as I rock forward. So that helps to give a little stretch to the hamstring, the back of the leg. And experiment with that. How much you lift your foot, how far back you lean, right? What is the rocking motion? What kind of a rocking motion do you want to do here? All right, and now let's go ahead and slide that left foot back. We'll bring the right foot forward. And just check to see that the toes of your right foot are
in view. They come out beyond the knee. We want to keep our knees healthy. And just maybe another 5 to 10 seconds here, just exploring the hips a little bit, opening the hips a bit. All right, and when you're ready, let's step the left foot forward. Come into a forward fold. Lift the head halfway, bringing the hands to the shins. Maybe take a few breaths here. Tucking the chin a little bit, bringing the shoulders away from the ears. And then folding in half once again. You can kind of slide the hands towards the ankles, maybe behind the legs. Draw the head in towards the knees, just as close to your knees as you can comfortably bring your head. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Let's come back up to stand all the way up. Take a moment to see how your body's responding. Just maybe softening the shoulders, softening the muscles around the face. Right. Softening the legs a little bit. Putting a bend in the knees. All right, ready? We'll do sun salutations. So for sun salutations, let's come to the very front of our mat. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Reaching forward, reaching up towards the ceiling. Taking a breath in. And then folding the body in half, bringing the hands down towards the feet. Exhaling. Left foot slides back, sliding the left foot back. And then plant your hands down on the ground. Bring the right foot back to meet the left for downward dog. And we'll just stay here for a couple of breaths. You may want to work on making your elbows straight. That way the weight gets put into the shoulders rather than the wrists. Just explore what feels right for you here in downward dog. All right, and then lowering the knees, shifting your body forward, bending your elbows, coming down all the way to the ground. Toes uncurl, elbows tuck into the sides, feet together, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders just to work those muscles in the back for a few seconds. And relaxing the arms here. And then pushing into the hands, pushing into the floor, come back up to downward dog, curling the toes, adjusting the hands, and lifting the knees. And see if you can find an easy feeling here in your body. All right, left foot steps forward. Just make sure you can see your toes, your left toes. You could always slide your foot forward if you need to. Just grab hold of your leg, slide it forward. And right foot steps, hops, or slides forward. And lifting, sweeping the arms up overhead. And the hands come together in front of the heart. All right, so we'll do another one of these. We'll make it a little bit faster. Ready? Inhaling up Exhaling, folding in half. Right foot steps back this time. Right foot. Inhale. Lifting the chin up. Exhale, stepping the left foot back, coming into downward dog, that upside down V shape. Exhale. Inhale, lower the knees down. Exhale, lower the head all the way down to the ground. Elbows tucked in, toes pointing, feet together. Inhale, lift the head, neck and shoulders. And then push into the hands. Exhale to the downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Inhale. Inhale. And left foot steps forward. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head and arms up and back. And exhale, the hands in front of the heart. All right, take a moment, see how you're feeling. Rest the arms at your side. Rest the shoulders, the neck, the face. Right, maybe a little bend in the knees. And notice the fruits of your action, right? There's action and reaction, or fruits of action. So what do you feel in your body at this time? All right, let's work on balancing pose. So let's try tree pose. This is one. Shift our weight into the left leg, or if you want to start with the right, that's fine too. Either one. Shift your weight, the weight of your body, into one leg, one side, and lift your arm, your other leg up to start. Hands out to the side. Another option is to bring the foot, bend the knee, and turn the hip out, bringing the foot to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Either one of those three places is totally fine. You can use our hands as a way to help us balance. You can hold on to the chair or the wall if you need to. All right. So feel free to use your arms to help with balance. Help with these balancing poses really can help with concentration too. I recommend a soft focus with the eyes. Yeah, maybe another 5 to 10 seconds. Lower the arms when you're ready. Release the foot down. And now really take a moment to see the results of action, especially just landing the foot. So we've got both feet on the ground solid. I always like to point out to people the only way we really notice, we really appreciate having both legs on the ground is when we do tree pose with just one leg. Where you really feel the stability of 2 feet on the ground. All right, let's shift over to the other side. And you could have your foot just up. It doesn't have to be into your leg. That's an option. All right. Or if you want to try turning the hip out, bringing the foot to the ankle, to the calf, or to the thigh. Either one of those places is fine too. All right. Okay, another 5 or 10 seconds. Another thing to consider here,
is nasal breathing, breathing through the nose, if possible. All right, and then releasing the foot and lowering the arms. And rest. Take some time to rest. This is an important piece of yoga, resting the body. All right, let's try Warrior Two. So I'm going to create some space between your feet. I'm going to point my left toes towards the front of my mat, my right toes out to the side, bending my left knee. Right? And get a sense how much you want to bend your knee. There's not a right or a wrong here with the degree of bend. Just how much do you want to do that? Right? And turning the right hip back, reaching the arms out over the legs. And then the head looks over the left hand. Now you could also flip your hands up if you want to. Flip up your hands, see if that helps. You notice anything shift for you. Now, this is Warrior Two. Just real smooth, easy breathing. All right, let's try triangle. So I'm going to straighten out the left leg and bring the left hand down, the right hand up. You can just hold on to your leg here or slide your hand down towards your ankle. Right hand comes up, a little stretch to the right side of the body. If you want, you could lower your arm over your head if that's available to you today. If not, that's okay too. You can keep it raised. And 3, 2, 1, coming back up. Take your time. All right, let's lower the arm, give it a rest, and switch the feet around to the other side. So now the back becomes the front. I'm bending the right knee. All right, relax the shoulders for a second. Okay, turn that left hip back a little bit. And then reaching the arms out over the legs when you're ready. Just check the front and back arms, see if they're about the same height. Sometimes the back arm likes to droop down a little bit. You can flip the hands if you want. All right, and then triangle, straighten the right leg, lower the right hand to the knee or shin or ankle, somewhere in that vicinity. Or if it goes down to the floor, the left hand up towards the ceiling or towards the wall. And then when you're ready, come on back up. Take your time. Make sure you're engaging your low back muscles here in this process. All right, let's bring the feet together and come into mountain pose. See how you're feeling? So the shoulders come down, away from the ears. And see the results of action, right? Notice that we did something, now there's the results. All right, let's go ahead and lay down on our back. Another opportunity to rest the body. And take some time to notice any changes in how you feel as you're resting on your back. And really
really relaxing all the muscles throughout your whole body, letting all the muscles rest. And this is the kind of sense we want to bring into the other poses, the remaining poses, is a sense of ease, beginning from a starting place of ease. Place of letting go. As you're ready, let's go ahead and roll over onto our front side. Roll over onto our front side for this is called the abdominal resting pose. So we're going to do the same thing, only on our abdomen. And you could have your hands at your side for this, or if you want them under your head, that's an option. Whatever feels right for your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your back. And we'll just rest here for a few more moments. All right, let's do some back strengthening poses now. We'll move into the back strengthening poses. So hands coming down underneath the shoulders or up, as the case might be for you. Right, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, palms down, elbows tucked into the side, and the forehead to the mat. So we make the neck long, toes pointed, feet together. When you're ready, lift up the head, neck, and shoulders. You could keep your chin tucked if you'd like. It's really good for strengthening those upper back muscles. Good for posture. Very good for improving your overall posture. Because we're using these muscles that often get overstretched in our back. We're tightening them up. Okay, and then lowering the chin to the mat. We'll bring the hands to our sides. You can keep them at your side, or if you want to roll your body and tuck your arms underneath your abdomen, you're welcome to do either way. Leave your arms at your side or tuck them. All right, let's bring awareness to the right leg, lifting the right leg up. If just a few inches off the floor is enough. Letting the ankle relax. If you want to turn the foot around the ankle a few times, just to relax the ankle. All right, breathing normal, focusing on the low back. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and lower the right leg. Take a breath in, lift the left leg, and breathe normal. Circle the left foot around the ankle a few times, and then relax the foot, the ankle. Okay, and lower the left leg, lift the right leg. Once again, and hold. And lower the left and lift the right. Oh, sorry, lower the right, lift the left. Just breathing normal. And gently lower the left. Go ahead and release your arms if you need to. And rest. Take some time to relax the back a little bit. All right. Okay, let's do what's called bow pose. We're gonna do half bow pose. If you rather just do full bow, that's fine too. If you know what to do, we're gonna demonstrate half bow pose. So I'm taking my right hand behind my back, bending my right knee and grabbing my foot, or if you can grab your ankle or your pant leg, and then lifting up your right leg, pushing the foot into your hand to lift that right knee up off the ground. All right, this kind of opens up that right side of the body, especially around the shoulder. Take a couple of breaths here. Where just the focus is on pushing the foot into the hand, lifting the knee up, balancing on the abdomen if possible. All right, let's rest that right leg, rest the right arm. You can bring the right arm forward, bend the left knee. Go ahead and reach back behind for your foot, ankle, calf, or your pant leg. All right, and then push the foot into the hand to lift that knee up off the ground. Lift the thigh up off the ground if possible. And hold. And roll. Go ahead and lower your leg, release. And let's take that left arm to help you roll over to your side, then readjust on your mat. Come on back to your backside and rest. And take a moment to see the results of your action. Pain that has not yet come can be avoided. Noticing what's not wrong, right? The non-toothache, the non-backache. If there's not pain, notice that. So we'll transition to some forward folds now. Let's first bring the knees into the ribs and go ahead and take hold of your knees and gently rock left and right, just to give the back a little stretch. Just rocking a little bit left and right. Okay, and then when you're ready, go ahead and make your way up to a seat if you want to kind of rock yourself up or use your hands to help yourself come up. And we'll do some forward folds and forward folds. Let's start out by doing, it's called Dandasana, the staff pose. We make our body into the shape of the letter L, and a nice upright back without depending on the back of anything. That really helps to Strengthen those back muscles. All right, and then we take the left knee, bring it in. Go ahead and lower that left knee down. The arms go up overhead. Take a breath in. As you exhale, fold over the right leg. Let the fold come from the hips rather than the back. So as soon as the leg stops you from going any further, let the arms come down. All right, we don't need to stretch the back here. We are focusing on the back of the right leg and really relaxing the shoulders, the neck. The head approaches the knee. The forehead approaches the knee. And just soften the back and stretch all by itself through the force of gravity. We stretch the hamstring in the back of the leg. And then lifting the head back up, switch the feet around, and take hold of the right knee, lift it up. Help your back come up a little taller. And then lowering that knee down. Arms come up overhead. Take a breath in when you're ready. And then folding from the hips over the left leg. And really the signal that you're relaxing the back is the bend in the shoulders. Allow the shoulders to bend here, wherever your hands happen to be. It's really secondary where the hands are. If they're at the toes, that's great. If not, that's fine too. If they're at the leg somewhere, just see if you can allow your elbows to bend so that you're not trying to stretch out your back, but rather let it rest. Let the shoulders rest, the neck rest. And then coming back up. All right, stretching out both legs. Then let's try a little twist here. It's called Ardha Matsyendrasana. So bend the left knee and then step it over the right leg, wrapping the right arm around the knee, left hand behind the back, and turn the body. All right. Alternatively, you can bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. You could also bend the right knee and kind of bring it in if you'd like. That's an option if you want to do it that way. And as you're in the pose, think about lengthening your back up. And once it's reached its height, maybe you can turn a little bit more. Check the shoulder, see if you can bring that right shoulder forward a little bit more. Left shoulder back a little bit. Of the spine helps to stimulate the adrenal glands. It's also been described as like wringing out a wet rag, like the spine being like a rag, just wringing it out. back to center, and reverse the legs and bring the right foot up. Step the right foot over the left leg. Left arm wraps around that knee, right hand behind the back for support. And turn. And back to center. And undo your legs. All right, we're gonna forego our inversion and go into Yoga Mudra. So this is the yogic seal. We cross our legs, bring our hands behind our back, taking hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Close the eyes and bring the head forward and down, just rounding the back and lowering the forehead towards the floor. If it touches, that's fine. If it doesn't touch, that's okay too. Just bringing it down in that direction, focusing in on our breathing. And this helps to seal in all the benefits of what we've done so far, called the yogic seal. It seals in energetically all the benefits of our practice thus far. Slowly making this the slowest move of the class, beginning to lift the head back up. Hands release, you can bring them in the lap or on the knees. And just notice how you're feeling. Go into deep relaxation. So go ahead and find a spot to lay down on your back, if you want. You can be on your back or on your side. We'll go through all of the major muscle groups of the body, tightening them and releasing them. So whatever is conducive to that. All right, let's start with our left leg. Okay, so take a moment to roll your left leg a few times, left and right. And crank your foot around your ankle a few times. Okay, when you're ready, take a deep breath in and hold it. Tighten your left leg as tight as you can. Make it stiff as a board. Lift it up off the ground a couple of inches. Hold, squeeze tighter, and release. Just let that drop. Let the leg drop. Let the air come out of the mouth. Now let's do the same thing with the right leg. So rolling it back and forth a couple of times. Circle the foot around the ankle a couple of times. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and hold it. Holding the breath, squeeze the right leg, lift it up, squeeze tighter, release. Okay, roll the legs a couple times and forget about them. All right, let's bring some attention to the glutes. Take a deep breath in and hold. Squeeze the glutes as tight as you can and release. Okay, left arm, rolling the left arm side to side a few times. Cranking the hand around the wrist a few times. If you like, you can open and close the fingers a couple times. Ready? Take a deep breath in and hold it. Make a fist with the left hand, squeeze the left arm, lift it, squeeze tighter, release. All right, roll the left arm side to side a couple times and forget about it. Let's try the right arm, rolling. Crank the hand around the wrist a few times. Open and close the fingers a couple times. Ready? Let's take a deep breath in and hold. Make a fist, squeeze the right arm, lift it a couple inches, squeeze tighter, release. Okay, roll it a couple times and forget about it. Moving into the abdomen, the lower part of the abdomen. Take a deep breath in, puffing up the abdomen. Ready? Breathe in. Hold the breath, suck in a little bit more air. Hold it. Open the mouth, let the air gush out. Okay, deep breath into the upper rib cage. Ready? Breathe in. Hold it. Suck in a little bit more air. Hold. Open the mouth. Let the air gush out. All right, return the breathing to normal. All right, let's draw that shoulders up towards the ears. Squeeze and release. Bring the shoulder blades together behind the back. Squeeze and release. Lift the shoulders off the floor towards the ceiling and release. Okay, shoulders down towards the heels. You just kind of walk the elbows down there towards the heels and rest. All right. Turning the head left and right a couple times. And then lifting the head off the ground. Hold and gently lower back down. Let's go into the face. Open and close the mouth a few times. Stretch out the jaw. All right, puff up the cheeks like two balloons. Release. Purse the lips. Release. Scrunch up the nose like you're about to sneeze. Release. Draw the eyebrows up towards the hairline. And release. Squint. Squeeze the eyes shut. Tight, as tight as you can. And release. All right. We've gone through all the major muscle groups of the body, tightening and releasing, helping to stimulate the relaxation response, stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. At this point, try to be as still as you can. The stiller you are, the deeper the relaxation goes. And we'll do a scan of the body, softening the feet. Starting with the feet, rest the feet. All right, relax the lower half of the legs from the knees down. And the muscles from the knees up to the top of the legs. Engage the abdominal muscles. And rest the shoulders, the neck, down through the arms, the hands, the fingers. muscles around the forehead, around the eyes. Bringing awareness to the whole body as a single unit. The whole body from head to toe. All right, and shifting awareness to the breathing. Notice the breath coming and going. Shifting awareness to thought. Engaging the witness function of the mind. Noticing thoughts like a witness. You are not your thoughts. You might have thoughts, but your thoughts are not you. Lastly, any sense of ease or peace that you feel in your body, see if you can soak them up like a sponge soaking up water. Draw it in. Oh. Okay, and begin to come out of this stillness when you're ready, or stay longer if you like to. And if you're ready to begin to move and wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your legs and arms a little bit. In Sanskrit, heyam dukkam anagatam. Heyam, avoidable. Dukkha, pain, suffering. Anagatam, not yet come. Pain that has not yet come is avoidable. All right. Let's close with a doing nothing for about 30 seconds or so. Just sit, notice what's around you, notice your body, notice your environment, maybe having your eyes open here. Dedication. I'll do a universal dedication, and if you have anybody you want to send your prayers out to, please by all means do so. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. May that be true for you and everyone. Thank you. All right, thank you for your practice.